Good afternoon, everybody. Bill Thornton, SoCalSabre here, and I hope everybody's having a nice day. It's a little bit chilly and windy up here in Victorville today, but I'm going to stay in the house, so it doesn't bother me one bit. Well, when I did the December wrap up, I said I was going to do 3 videos about my favorite games from 2021. I was going to do sports, war, and regular board gaming. I've done the sports and the war, so I'm ready to put a check mark next to that last one, the board games. And so that's what we're going to be doing today. Do you like what you hear? Please go down there and hit that like button. It's much appreciated. It helps the channel grow. Subscribe if you haven't done so yet. Push it out into your social media channels. Uh, Maybe some of your friends might be interested in some of the games I'm going to talk about and so forth. So let's, first thing we're going to do is we're going to take a look at the 17 games. Now, this is in addition to all the war and all of the sports games. The 17 board games. I think some might be solo, some might be multiplayer that hit the table in 2021. So let's take a look. There they are in alphabetical order. There's a mixture of things in there, from solos to area controls to political controls and a whole bunch of stuff. Economic control. Pretty good variety there. And some have been around on there, and some have been new to my table for the first time in 2021. So as we go through some of the things, I will talk about them. They're all, I like that, or had fun with every one of these games. So they're all were fun games to play with other people or by myself. And so we're going to take a look now. If you take a look at that and see what you're thinking of, what would be your top 10 or your top 5 if you've played these before or know anything about them. Try to guess what I picked today. These countdowns in that are really super tough. So here we go. We are going to go right into our top 10. No honorable mentions because there are only 17. They're all honorable. If they didn't make the top 10. They're honorable mentions. Okay, because these were all good games. So let's get these down here, and we're going to bring up number 10. Pan Am. I like this game. So does my family like this game. This is like an economic control game. You're building air routes and you're building your own airliner, and your goals are to try to have the most stock in Pan Am by the end of the game. There's times when you can buy stock. There's sometimes when the board Pan Am's trail intersects your airway, they buy you out automatically. There's fun. You get increase from small aircraft to medium aircraft to big jets and how far you can fly and so forth. Pretty cool game. 2 to 4 players. We've played it several times last year, and everybody liked it. If I told you who won, it would be no surprise to you. The last time we played it, my grandson Nick won. He's just like the king of the board games in our family. So here we go. That was pretty cool. That was Pan Am, my number 10. Number 9, Under Falling Skies. This is a solo board game that I picked up in 2021 and played for the first time. It's really a pretty cool game. It's easy to set up and it's easy to play. The rules aren't too hard and everything, and there's different scenarios. There's actually a campaign. They actually, in the rule book, they say, okay, go down, start taking the stuff out of the box, but don't take that last stuff up because that deals with the campaign. It's pretty cool. It's got pretty good ratings from other people that I've seen that have played it and put out videos. And so that's my number 9, Under Falling Skies. Number 8, Bleeding Kansas. This is based on an actual historical time frame just prior to the Civil War in the United States. And there was a lot that was going on, and it had to deal with slavery, and it had to deal with territories, and it had to deal with voting, and all kinds of stuff in there. And it's a political control game. Played this, I don't know, 2 or 3 times with a friend. We both enjoyed it. Uh, I was glad to make this in addition to my Civil War era collection that I'm building up in games and books and everything. And I did buy the book on it. I haven't completed the book on this one, but I did buy the book on Bleeding Kansas so I can learn more about the history, not only the game. You know, when I read these books about actual events, and then I get more thematic feel from the game also. So that was Bleeding Kansas, my number 8. If I miscount, uh-oh, here we go. My number 7, Tainted Grail. I've had this one for several years now, and I did have it on the table this last year, early in the year. I played it for it was on the table for quite a long time. I played it solo, but I played it 3 characters, I believe, 3 or 4 characters. This is a really, really good game. It's more enjoyable if you're playing it with other people, but it can keep you interested even solo. It's the campaign is really, really big. There's more stuff coming, and I haven't even got through and I got more stuff already, and I haven't even got through the first campaign yet. So it'll probably get back on the table sooner or later in 2022, but not right off the bat, as I got some other things working right now. So that's Tainted Grail. I think that was my number 7. Number 6, Nemesis. This was one of my Kickstarters. This was really a cool game. I really like this. You know, maybe it should have been higher, but I'd like to play it more. I played it once or twice solo. I would really like to play this co-op with a couple of other people. And there's a lot of things that go on in the game, and it has an aspect of where you could actually be against them if your challenge reads that way. But a lot of good stuff in it. That's number 6, Nemesis. My number 5, Dune Imperium. I picked this up. You know, this is a deck builder. It's related around the story by Frank Herbert from the Dune and the Arrakis planet and so forth, and the spice and everything. And it's a deck builder. I played it solo, and then my grandson came over and we played it two-handed multiplayer. It's not cooperative. It's head to head, and we had fun with it. I liked it so much that I have ordered the first expansion to this. It's going to be released anytime in the next couple of weeks or so forth. So I'm looking forward to that. So that was it. Number 5, I believe, Dune Imperium. 4, Aliens, Another Glorious Day in the Core. Now this is a co-op game, and this is pretty cool. This is a really cool game. You know, and you can play it solo and have a lot of fun with it. I'd like to get somebody over to play, you know, so that I don't have to control all of the characters in it, because there's a lot of different characters, a lot of decisions to make. A lot of it's based on the movie, and you know, I had fun with it. I only played the first what do you call it, scenario on it. It's called the Newt scenario, where you got to try to go find Newt. You don't know where she is, and you got to find her, and then she's scared, and she'll run away from everybody, and then you got to try to do something conditioning and roll dice rolls to make her calm down. Except for Ripley, she won't run away from Ripley. So once you get her on the team and she's at, then the team job is to get everybody out of the wherever they are. I forget where they are on the planet, and Newt out safely. So fun. This one definitely going to be coming back up too. Oh, there's a couple alien ones on there. That's Aliens, and then Nemesis is Aliens also. Well, that's cool. All right, here goes number 3, Abyss. This hit the table this year, and everybody that played it in my family really liked it. It's a beautiful game. The cards and the board and everything are really, really beautiful. I have the Kraken expansion, but I didn't introduce the family to that yet. My grandson and I went over to a friend's house, and we played this with the Kraken expansion and the Leviathan expansion. The Leviathan expansion is highly recommended. and it takes the part of another part of the board. The core game goes away, and that goes into it. The core game will go away. A part of the core game goes away. Anyway, so I thought, oh yeah, I'm going to order it. So I ordered it, and if any of you saw the video, it came. Leviathan Expansion came, and I unboxed it, and it was in French. Huh, yeah, and I can't find anywhere on Amazon. I can't find how to contact the designer uh, to get an English one. So I'm gonna, try to get a hold of my friend that has the Leviathan in English and find out where he got it from. But this is Abyss, even without the Leviathan expansion, a very good game. That was my number 3. My number 2, The Lost Ruins of Arnock. I played this with one other person, uh, and we played it several times. I really, really like this. And then last year, in our 24-hour marathon for the Extra Life 2021 fundraiser, 4 people put it on the table. 4 of them played it. It took them a little bit long time because all 4 of them were newbies to it. It took them a long time, and then you can actually get analysis paralysis at certain points. But it is a really good game. I liked it to the plan that I ordered its first expansion also, and I got the notice from Miniature Market that it's going to be coming soon. So that's my number 2, The Lost Ruins of Arnock. I think my number 1 is not going to surprise anybody, to tell you the truth. Pandemic Legacy Season 1. I know now why this is so highly rated on Board Game Geek and why it's been up there for such a long time. I'll tell you why. We put this on the table during the marathon in November, the 24-hour marathon, and 6 people partook. Some people went in, some people went out. We were going to try. One of our goals was to try to complete this legacy during the 24-hour period. We were close, but we didn't make it. But this is such a fun game. Now, the game went all night long, into the early hours of the morning. And if it was pandemic, somebody would have got bored or tired. Pandemic's a good game, don't get me wrong, but somebody was, I'm tired of playing this. But this Pandemic Legacy Season 1, after every, what can I say, month, or every event that takes place, when you start over again, you start on over with new rules and new goals, so it totally refreshes the game every single time. Really, really, really good. I am so happy that I got this, and that with the 6 of us that took part in it and got to play it, everybody enjoyed it. And so, if you go looking at Board Game Geek, it's probably still rated pretty high up there. I haven't checked it lately, but that was my number 1, Pandemic Legacy Season 1. Well, that's going to conclude this video. I hope you liked it. Please go down there and hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't done so yet. It really helps the channel out, and it's much appreciated. So this is SoCalSabre. Till you see or hear from me again, take care of yourselves, be kind to each other, and stay safe.